Chelsea are about to enter one of the most important transfer windows in years. Champions League is back, the rebuild is real. Now it's time to stop gambling and start signing proven qualities. The striker hunt is on and Chelsea, we better get this one right. And if you enjoy the content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because this summer is going to be a chaos. Chelsea are back in the Champions League, but the job is far from done. While we have officially sealed the return to Europe elite competition, the message coming out of Cobham and the boardroom remains crystal clear. The youth project is alive and kicking. And according to Ken Gale of Daily Mail, there is a continued desire in the club to stand by the approach of buying and nurturing young best talent in the world. This philosophy, led by sporting directors Aaron Stewart and Paul Stanley, backed by a clearly long-term vision, have seen Chelsea invest heavily in teenage talent. Whether it's Kendrick Piers from Ecuador or Christopher Williams, the Brazilian wonder kid. But here is the issue, and it's one many Chelsea fans are rising across social media, fan forum and podcast. Chelsea already have enough young players. In fact, we are probably the youngest project in Premier League. And while youth brings excitement and potential, it also brings chaos, inconsistency and inexperience, especially at the highest level. This season alone, Chelsea has the youngest starting 11, hovered around 23.3 years, among the youngest in Europe. Players like Opama and Kowi were outstanding. Others like Mudryk, Badiashile and Jackson are inconsistent, and that's expected. Chelsea recruitment team need to ask itself hard questions this summer. Are we building a Champions League contender or just an under-23 super team? And after Enzo Maresca's first full season in charge, the question became even more important. The Italian implemented structure, improved build-up plays, gave Chelsea an identity, but he knows you can't win trophies with talent alone. Osimhen is a proven Champions League level striker, physical, dominant, relentless, impressive, clinical in the box. His release clause is massive, but so is the impact. Gyökeres, meanwhile, offer is slightly more affordable, but still elite solution. With over 40 goals for Sporting this season. These are the kind of players Chelsea need. Not another 18 years old with potential, but someone who can score 20 plus goals right now. Gone are the leaders like Thiago Silva or veterans like Aspi who could hold a dressing room together. Right now there is a vacuum, and the leadership can't come from another 20 years old wonder kid. So yes, Chelsea return to Champions League is a cause for celebration. But if the club truly wants to return to the summit of European football, it needs to adapt its projects. Youth development is great, but only when complemented with experience, maturity, and that's winning mentality. But when you thought the club is finally learning from its past mistake. According to multiple reports, including Athletic and Sky Germany, we have entered the race to sign Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. He's valued at 83.9 million, with Frankfurt open to a structured payments deal. But the sporting director Marcos is making it clear, 100 million or he stays. Let's talk about Ikiti as a profile. He's not a physical presence, he's not a bulldozer, he's not going to dominate area duels or wrestle defenders like Osimhen or Gyökeres. What he is a technical gifted striker. Neat, close control, smart in tight spaces, good touch, fluid movement. He links well with others when the tempo suits him. But here is the worry. Haven't we seen this before? Ikiti feels like Jackson 2.0. Technically capable but inconsistent. Shows flashes but lack end product. He had good moments in Germany but not enough to suggest he's ready to lead the line at the elite level. And this is where it even gets more confusing. We are considering dropping 84 million on a striker who isn't physical, who isn't prolific and hasn't done anything in the Champions League, when Victor Osimhen and Gyökeres, proven powerful strikers, are available for 65 million each. These two deals are real deals. Champions League ready, powerful, relentless. They fit what we need, not just sounded exciting on papers. We are one of the most wasteful teams in Europe this season. Do we really want to fix this by signing another finesse forward? Ikiti is a good player, but for 84 million at this stage of our rebuild, it's not just risky, it's reckless. He's not the missing piece, he's another project. Another maybe, and right now, we have got enough maybes. If you want to compete in Champions League and close the gap to City, Arsenal, Madrid and Bayern, then we need a striker who carries the pressure, who can dominate on their own, who can finish with conviction. And I'm sorry, but right now, Hugo Ekitike is not that guy. And so is Delap. Because according to Alex Cook, It's believed that Chelsea has overtaken Manchester United as front runners in the race to secure Leon Delap services. He's set to make his decision next week before heading to under 21 Euros. Now, let me be clear. Delap had a good season at Ipswich. Physical, aggressive, can play with his back on goal. He's got the Premier League frame and Championship level hunger. He's one of the most exciting English number 9s in that age bracket. But let's not kid ourselves. This will still be a gamble. Yes, he has shown flashes, but is he ready to lead a Champions League frontline? Absolutely not. If we sign Leon Delap, I'm still expecting a needle mover striker. This only works if Delap is coming in as a project, a depth option, someone who can develop under a proven name. Because if this is the main striker signing, then we have learned nothing from the last few summers. We already have young, raw forwards, and we don't need another maybe. We need someone who can walk into the bridge and say, give me the number 9 shirt, I'm here to score goals. And that's why I keep coming back to Osimhen. That's why Gyökeres make so much sense. Both are available, both are in their prime, and both are ready to perform right now. Signing Delap would be smart, but only if we follow up with power, with presence, with experience. Because if we walk into next season with Delap and Jackson and a prayer, don't be surprised we are back here having the same conversation in February. Delap is potential, Osimhen is purpose. Let's not confuse the two. But here is where it grows more frustrating. Because according to Fabrizio Romano, we are planning a pre-agreement to sign Emanuel Emegha in the summer of 2026. The 22 years old will not leave Strasbourg this summer. He's staying in Ligue 1 to lead the line as a key part of their European campaign. But make no mistake, we are tracking him for the long term. Emegha got the tools. He's 6 foot, mobile, strong in duels, and has real potential. This season he stepped up for Strasbourg. He pressed hard, runs the channel, and has flashes of a modern day number 9. But let's stop for a second. Why are we still signing for the future when we haven't signed for the present? We have qualified on Champions League, we need option now. You need someone to finish the job, not start a 5 years plan. Look at the contrast. Osimhen is 65 million, ready-made, world class. Emegha unknown ceiling and will take at least 18 months to develop at elite level. Strasbourg might not even be a consistent top 5 League 1 team. This is not Football Manager. This isn't FIFA career mode. We don't need another project. We need a striker who walks into our 11 tomorrow and score 20 goals a season. Don't get me wrong. Emegha might be a top tier striker, but 2026, that's one more season of hoping Jackson matures and stays fit. Relying on youth to deliver results men are supposed to deliver. So to the board, to the recruitment team, if you really believe in Enzo Maresca, if you believe we are ready to compete in Europe, then sign players who can compete in Europe. Don't hand him a 6.4 teenager and say good luck. Moving on to a position where everyone agrees we need improvement, and that is the goalkeeping position. According to multiple reports, we are in the goalkeeper market. According to the Guardian, Jacob Stimberg, rival club believes Chelsea are open to selling Robert Sánchez, and we are exploring the idea of signing a new number 1. Let me say this clear. I speak for every Chelsea fan when I say as long as it's not Robert Sánchez between the stick next season, we are happy. He might be tall, he might be vocal, but the reality is he's not a commanding shot stopper, he's not good with his feet under pressure, his decision making has cost us points again and again. But here's the thing, we are constantly chasing a new goalkeeper when we have already got one sitting right under our nose. Petrovic deserves a chance. This is a goalkeeper who stepped up during injury crisis and has put in top performance, shot stopping, command reflexes. He's raw, yes, but he's got the foundation for a serious number 1. I would like Petrovic to be given a chance. Maresca is building a system that demands a calm, reliable presence at the back. Someone who can bear us out when the high line is breached. Someone who doesn't panic. Petrovic has shown glimpses that he can be that guy. He just needs backing, not replacing. If you are going to splash 40 to 60 million again on a goalkeeper, it's better build a real difference maker, not another experiment. Because since Mendy breakout season, we have been playing musical chairs in goal. And it's costing us consistency. Champions League levels goalkeeper wins you points. There's still results that makes the save you have no right to expect. We are in the Champions League again now, and this isn't the time for another gamble. It's time to trust or truly upgrade. Towards the verdict, back Petrovic, build him into a leader, or go all out for a genuine world-class upgrade like Mike Megan or Diego Costa. Let's talk about the big story surrounding one of our own, Jadon Sancho. Still technically a Manchester United player, but currently at loan at Chelsea. According to Fabrizio Romano, Enzo Maresca has made it clear no decision has been made on Jadon Sancho or any other player. Now I'll be real, we have seen flashes. He hasn't been explosive, but that hasn't been his game. He brings composure, technical security, and that one-two pass intelligence we desperately lack in the final third. We have got speed, we have got chaos, but Sancho gives us control. He can slow it down, beat a man with a fence, thread the ball through Palmer or Jackson's feet. I would like us to sign Sancho. Maresca wants short combination, fluid rotation, and calm under pressure. That's literally Sancho's DNA. He thrives in those inside pockets, linking with midfielders, playing quick layoff, and under Enzo Maresca, you can actually see the vision working. In big games when the space is tight, when chaos doesn't work, you need players like Sancho, intelligent, measured, and creative. We signed him on loan. Now the question is, do we go all in and make it permanent? For me, yes. Because while everyone is obsessed with pace and power, Sancho brings something rarer: control. Now, this is the kind of updates we have been waiting for. Fabrizio Romano just dropped a fresh bit of transfer goal. I'll be more clear on the striker in the next days, so calma. Chelsea are focused on the Conference League final. They will be busy on the market. We have heard links like Ikiti, Sesko, Delap, all talented and promising. But let's be completely honest with you, we have been down this road before. We have had enough of this young potential gamble because we are not just back in Europe, we are back in the Champions League. This is not the time for another maybes. This is time for statements. And for me, Osimhen should be the top priority. We want physicality, elite movement, relentless pressing. This guy has it all and more. He has done it in the Champions League. He has carried Napoli, won the Turkish league, and breaking their scoring record. It's proven at the highest level. Let's hope we go for Osimhen. He's my favorite choice. With Enzo Maresca being all about structure, spacing, and vertical combination, Osimhen gives us a real reference point. A striker defender fears, not just running behind and hope profile. Now look, if Osimhen deal proves too complicated, there is another option who fits that mold. Gyökeres. Elite ball striking, upper body strength, hard worker. He costs around 65 million, and let's be honest, he's one of the most complete striker in Portugal since prime Darwin Núñez, but with more polish. Don't get me wrong, Sesko is a baller, Ikiti has flair, Delap is developing fast. But if we want to close the gap now, if we want to compete next season, we need a top level guaranteed 20 plus goal striker. So if Fabrizio said Chelsea will be busy after the final, and I say this, start the business with Osimhen. Make the phone call, meet the release clause, get the striker we have been crying out for since Diego Costa. This summer is going to be massive, and the striker decision, it will define the entire season. Osimhen or Gyökeres, either one, and we are ready to compete at the top again. So that's the video here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Baby.